Alright, it's been a little bit since I've done career mode, but we are in St. Louis. It is the 16th at 8 a.m. in the morning, and we've got people loaded up. Just getting it configured here. We're heading to Tennessee, and well, the snow is off the grounds, it looks like, so that is good. We are missing 770 pounds of cargo. Yeah, that dropped the rear end. That jet is going very, very slow on takeoff. Alright, so I gotta kind of remember how to do this. All last weekend spent flying like 9 hours on the little Paris to Dakar. Still got a bunch of that to do this weekend, but that has been fun. Nice change of pace. We are doing this here, so we are going to Smyrna. And do we have any information on that? Airport diagram. Let's see. Ooh, this works much better than the in-game one. So, we got a long runway, 8,000 feet there. We got this 5,000 foot one. That'll be just fine for us as well. Weather, it is looking like we've got 270 at 6. So, either land on 3-2. Yeah, I think 3-2 or 1-9, but 3-2 is going to be easier, so that's probably the main runway. Looks like our FBO is over here, so we will have to land, probably get stopped there at A and turn in, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up while we are gawking.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yeah, so we should be all good to go here. I'm not going to worry about things too much on this. Do they have procedures? RNAV. That's runway 1. Let's go runway 32. Got an ILS and then an RNAV. We can go the RNAV. That there. And yeah, that brings us in. This way we can go and take a look at this as we come in. So what is the major city that we are near here? Nashville? Okay, so we're just going to be outside of Nashville. It has got us doing a whole bunch of stupid stuff. Or no, that's the missed approach. So we will come in and do 180 there and land. So pretty simple. Let's see if, where is the, oh yeah, we don't want that. We can I delete that out? It doesn't look like it. Can I just upload this directly? Looks like I can save it and try to load it, but I'd rather not do that. So let's just put it in ourselves. Add some time to all this. We've got that, sync it up. Don't care about that. We are going from KSUS to Mk.II. We're just going directly there. But let's get our procedures in here. We've got approach. Not ILS. Let's just go RNAV 32. load and activate that, but we're going to cut this out. And let's go direct to that. Okay. Hopefully that'll all work. Alrighty, now let's take a look. I don't think we're gonna have much on weather. Looked pretty clear, so let's full screen that. Zoom in here so that we know where we're taxiing. What is our current winds here? Pull this back up. And weather here, we are showing no wind, but that might be for, yeah, that's not in sim time, so let's just, nope. We'll continue to do that. There we go.
Spirit Airport information Yankee 02000.
25.
Wind 251 at
Okay.
7. Visibility 10. Sky
3008.
condition clear. Temperature 1. Dew point 4. Altimeter.
Alright. They're just sliding in, and then are they going to disappear? So, we're going to want to take off the other direction. Can handle that. Whoops. Let's go. And try to remember everything that I gotta do, because I've been hand flying the Draco this whole time, and not a very good pilot, so the steps that I have in my head from all the flights we have been doing with this are going to be a little slow and off. Alright, there is still a little bit of snow on the ground, but not a whole lot. Alright, so we would like to go, we're going to initially go 7,000. No, I miss flying this thing though. It's been fun to do some low to the ground flying over a whole different part of the world that I know nothing about. I guess I could change. I wonder if that will allow me to change the time on this. Doesn't look like it. I was seeing if I could get different weather for the actual time in game. We got a long taxi though down here. But we'll be heading into Tennessee. Should be about an hour flight, depending on what the wind is up in the air. But we should be getting a tailwind, unless there's some weird weather system going through, spinning in a direction. But yeah, it doesn't look like it. There will be some cold stuff coming in, though, this weekend, so we'll probably be flying around in that. But with this thing, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Let's get our flaps down one click. And we can go ahead and near enough to the end of the runway. I don't think you taxi down to the extended bit anyways, so looks like we're clear, and the wind is perfect for us. Oh, gotta take those off. I always forget about those because I never look back.
Generic Niner Bravo Golf contact ground on 124.75.
Let's just hope that there's no traffic taking off, but traffic is weird in this game, and the minute you start using ATC, they send you in all the wrong directions. So here we go. We'll see what we forgot. I still don't understand the pitch trim, but we're not going to worry about that because it has no effect on me. A little off center, but nice and quick up.
Pilot from dispatch. Fly safe. These customers don't like excitement.
Flaps up, gear up. Got a golf course off over here. And get turned around. I forgot to put vertical speed that I want to climb at, but nav, and actually, yeah, I forgot auto throttle. Climb at this rate though to 7,000. Let's get our flight plan up and then just reinitialize direct to here. From this point, zoom out on the map. Auto throttle 170 and FLC now. That will take us up as needed. Possibly. Why are we spinning around here? It is not doing something. Did autopilot turn itself off? Did I even press it? I only put flight director on, possibly. There we go. I knew I was gonna do something stupid. Alright, we're good to go now. Just did a circle climb just over the airport. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go low on this one. And we do have quite a bit of wind up here though. And it's actually going to be a lot of cross and not a lot of tailwind. But we're still not even turned on course, so we're circling back over the airport. Hopefully we turn on course now. There it goes. I guess let's go ahead and climb to 10,000. This change as well. It did. Back to 170 on it. Look at St. Louis, which is a little less snowy than when we arrived, but we spent almost a week here, maybe more. We'll be headed into the sun now. clouds are probably at 10,000. We've got a 30-knot tailwind here. I'm gonna call it good. That way we have something to look at. Level off at 8,000. Current ground speed 227.
Spirit Ground Generic 1 Romeo Whiskey at General Aviation Parking Information Yankee. Request pushback.
Take this up to 230 now.
Generic 1 Romeo Whiskey Spirit Ground. Pushback approved.
So, St. Louis, got a school down there.
Generic November 8 Tree 1 Romeo Whiskey requesting pushback.
Let's see, I came in,
Generic November 8 Tree 1 Romeo
I assume I came in on this highway into downtown, or maybe this one.
Spirit Ground
Yeah, it might have been this
November
one.
8 Tree
It
1
gets
Romeo
jaggy
Whiskey,
there.
Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Then you got like the bigger buildings way out here.
November 8 Tree 1 Romeo Whiskey Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 26L using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 124. 75.
So stupid that you can't change while they're talking either.
St. Louis approach November Tree 9er 147 is timed 4 miles southwest of Kilo 4.
That's not what I wanted to do. Click too many times.
Request flight following.
Oh well, we'll do flight following.
November Tree 9er 147 St. Louis approach. Squawk 5342.
Squawk 5 Tree 42147.
147 radar contact tree miles northeast of Mike Oscar 60 7,900 feet altimeter tree 009er.
Keto heat was off. Yeah, we're doing 297 ground speed for 49 minutes out.
147 acknowledge last transmission.
Shit.
Roger 147.
147 contact approach on 119er.
Oh, we're not doing this.
Good day.
Just gonna play handoff all day.
147.
Now it looks like it's broken anyways now. It's not gonna let me switch to the next one. Cool. It knew I was already annoyed with it. Okay, well, we are now transitioning from Missouri to Illinois with a whole lot of glare in our face. 8,000 feet, 297 ground speed, so that's what we're going to be stuck at here. Do have traffic off to our right. They are well above us, 4,000 feet, and climbing. So we got the town of Columbia right here, with Highway 3 going down through it. Our current path is, seeing if I recognize any of the names. No, not really recognizing anything. Doesn't look like we're going to be going over a whole lot either. Now we're probably not even going to make money from this flight because we've got all of our daily pay for the rent for this plane, so it's gonna be, when we take long breaks like that, it's gonna really mess things up. But I'm gonna try to get a couple of recordings in here. And continue around the world. Well, around the US for now. We'll add the world to it, but on my main channel, the racing channel, I put out the Paris to Dakar. There should be, by now when this comes out, 3 flights. Doing France, Spain, and then Morocco. Sometime this weekend I'm planning on getting the rest of it recorded. Still got probably 9 or 10 hours left on it. Very long flight. I was not planning on being as ambitious as it turned out to be because my information was wrong when I looked to see how long it was going to take. So that's on me though. Yeah, we got a reservoir up here. Baldwin Lake. Kind of a weird system off the river. We got Hecker. Probably passed it already. Small little town. It's got like maybe 15 streets. Got Redbud right there. This is Baldwin. And this must be a power plant. That is what this lake is. Yeah. But yeah, all the snow is starting to melt. Especially today with, it was 50 degrees here, but then on Monday it's going to be 10 degrees and getting down to -5, so very, very, very strange winter. Got the World Shooting and Recreational Complex right here. Look up and see if we got any racetracks on the way. Got Southern Illinois Raceway. Not sure if we're going to go over that or not. Probably not. Obviously, we'll have everything in Nashville, but I don't know how we're gonna line up across that. This is Sparta. And it has cleared up. Got a 40 knot tailwind down to 296, but I mean, we could bump this up and go quicker. Let's just make sure I didn't screw up fuel. I'm sure that we are well fueled, but let's just double check. We've got fuel flow. Something switched on here, so it messed up everything. Our fuel flow is 132 gallons an hour. We've got 111. We're 41 minutes out, so we're good on that. Won't need to worry about that. Maybe it's right here. Yeah, this is Cutler. Over here we've got something called Pyramid State Recreational Area. Pinckneyville. It's a hard town to say right there. But yeah, not a whole lot down here. When we get near Carbondale, Carterville, then it starts to get a few more towns and more population. But at least it's not all completely white. I didn't like flying over that, so it just makes it a little bit too boring. Can't really see where things are. Alright, so up ahead we got a pretty big reservoir. That is Crab Orchard Lake, and that is where Carterville, Carbondale, a whole bunch of population is located around on the north and west side of it. Southern Illinois Raceway is around this area, but much further to the east off this lake, so we will definitely not be seeing that. We do have Paducah that we might be able to see. That's going to be in no, that's going to be in Kentucky. Didn't even realize we were crossing through Kentucky. But apparently Kentucky is north of Tennessee. We get a little chunk of it right at the corner. We may be able to see that, but it again depends on where our flight path actually is. And actually, the direction that we're headed right now does not look like we'll be going in that direction, so. Yeah, we're gonna be just, maybe we'll be able to see it. I don't know. It's gonna be hard though. It's a small dirt track. There is Carbondale. Then on this side is Carterville, Huron, a bunch of other town names, Marion, all the way off there. Airport down there. High school down there. Golf course. This is all very spread out. It looks a lot like it takes up a lot of space, but it's not very dense. That's a pretty large airport though. I think the racetrack is right there, or it's further down here. But we're just not going to be close enough for that to be visible at all. So yeah, this mission, we've got 2 passengers, VIP. $33,300 for it, and should be a fairly easy flight. Let's see if VNav gonna have anything. Gonna be at 21. It may be all screwed up because of this, and I don't even know if VNav, if it only works with ILS. I don't think so, but maybe with me. Yeah, I think with me skipping everything and going direct to that, it's probably going to have everything messed up, but it's a clear day. Or it is here. I assume it still will be there, but you never know. Lake of Egypt is below us. So we got pyramids and the Lake of Egypt. Thought it was only Missouri that named everything after, like, other countries. I mean, I guess this is pretty much Missouri, right? Close enough. We were able to see water very far out with this glare from the sun. So on the other side of the river is Kentucky. I have Paducah on that side of the bend, I believe. We got an interesting land between the lakes national recreation area. I'm not sure we're going to see it. No, we're actually going to fly over it, so that's cool. It looks like it might be pretty neat looking. Looks like a reservoir that wraps all the way around a mountain area or a hilly area on the Tennessee River. Is it the Tennessee River? Yeah, it is. Double check and see where Paducah is. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to see. Yeah, things are gonna start getting a little hillier. There's a reservoir that wraps around this landmass. Yeah, Paducah's gonna be so far away. Won't be able to see it. Down here you see a old cut through for the river, it looks like. And this is the Ohio. And the Tennessee drains into it there. Yeah, Paducah is back this direction. Just missed out on it. Golconda? Town name? Yeah, I'm sure I said that completely wrong. But cross this river and we are over Kentucky. Got 26 minutes now. Whole lot of water. So yeah, this land isn't as high as I thought it was, but it's still a massive reservoir. Like there's two separate dams on this. You got one here and one there. This is the Cumberland River flowing in. And then there's a little canal in between to connect both of these. You got this landmass that just stays in between both reservoirs. Yeah, you can kind of see the dam there, and then the lock to get through. Had no idea that this was a thing. Got a mine down there. Alright, so we may have a racetrack that we'll be able to see in Clarksville. But we may just be flying directly over it when we get there, so. We got somewhat of a big town down here. Eddyville. I guess it's not that big. But you got I-24 and I-69 splitting off there. So very surprising this isn't more population right there. Especially with this massive couple of lakes. We got a little bit more wind, I think. Yeah, 42. We're up to 298 on our ground speed. 20 minutes out from the waypoint. Got a whole bunch of squiggly rivers. Well, it's all the backfill into the creeks and rivers from this reservoir. But actually, kind of flat land out here. It's just such a massive amount of water. Here from this side. So you got some towns and people living on the lake here throughout all this, so probably quite a lot of population around here, just not centered into town. Got an airport down there. A whole lot of water. Then flying over town, Cadiz. Then a very weird town over here that's off the interstate, but it might be on another one. It's on. Yeah, they've got their own interstate going into them. Hopkinsville actually doesn't look like that large of a town, even though it's got a ring road around it. But I believe that's right over here. Probably just the highways rerouting around town. There's not much built out on the edges there. All right, let's quickly look at we got 21 and then 1140. What we're going to be doing in. $11.50 out from that. We'll see if it does anything with it, but I am doubtful it's going to. That's fine, because we can do it ourselves. But Clarksville is coming up. See if I can figure out where the fairgrounds is. Alright, I think I found it. Or somewhat. There, it looks like a racetrack and a drag strip. I don't know if they actually have a drag strip or not, but yeah, it should be off to our left. We got Fort Campbell coming up. That is what this is, and this whole area is military. And all the trees and everything out here. $302 now for our ground speed. I mean, we would be blasting along if we actually took this thing up to elevation, or altitude, sorry. We need to. That is our low fuel warning. And we got, we're looking for a little creek. Crap, it might be right under us. No. I don't think so. There it is. There's the racetrack. Almost didn't spot that. That one was difficult to find. It looks like it's got a lot of houses around it though. Never a good sign. A lot of new development possibly in this area. Means that racetrack's about to turn into nothing. Although if it is county run, then it's got a slightly better life chance. This is Clarksville, or the outskirts of it. And we got another racetrack, but I don't know if it's a real racetrack or not. I've never heard of it, or maybe it's never registered, but 41A. I think it's probably, yeah, we should be able to see it. It's in Pleasant View. So along the river, along the interstate. Well, not really along the river, but close enough. So the interstate's going over here, so it's going to be off this way. And then we may see Fairground Speedway in Nashville. It could just be someone labeling a road as a racetrack. So, not 100% sure. I can click on it, I guess, and see. Oh, it's a go-kart track. That's going to be hard to see, especially from this far away. But it is right in there, right where that splits into two and separates for a little bit on the interstate. There's a go-kart track in there. It is like right there. That's where the arrow is pointing. So, yeah, there might be something back there. Yeah, I see sort of an outline of a small track. Or I'm just making it up because I think that there's something there. We'll count it. Alright, next up, Nashville. Right here. And very soon after that is our destination. We are actually 2:30 out from being dropped down. What'd I say we needed? 21. Okay. We go 3,000 just because I believe that's what the first waypoint was, and we're skipping the turnaround on that. We're gonna bring our speed back to 200, and we're gonna go down 15. Let it do its thing. Oh, it's doing its thing too much. Calm down, guy. Oh, I was VNav. There we go. I'm an idiot. We're 2 minutes ahead of time, but that's fine. Slow it down. Take a look at Nashville as we come in over it. Racetrack is going to be to this side of us now. Our airport is down next to this lake. So we got the bend in the river. We got a little kink in the highway. Somewhere down there, there's the racetrack. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Does not look like they have the soccer stadium. I believe that is possibly right on this area. Yeah. But there you go. Another racetrack. Although it looks really bad from up here. But it hasn't fully loaded in. And then the photogrammetry screwing up the grandstands there. So then we got the big airport over here. We do have traffic all around us. We got 2,000 feet above us to the right. We got one headed directly at us.
11 miles.
That's the one that I was talking about. They're going up, we're going down. Yeah, they're 1,000 feet now. There they are. We're all good. I spotted it before they warned us. Oh, we got another one landing there. All right, we're at 3,000 feet. There's our airport. We'll be landing back at the other direction. Zoom in on traffic here. Looks like we're all good. All right, now it's time for me to actually have to do something. Pretty much so, just turn it around and land. So we're at 3,000 feet and the wind is still pretty massive. Yeah, this is completely broke, so
Vertical track.
it's alright. Oh, it has decided that it wants to do VNAV now. I mean, I guess we can let it. Slow this down. 170 knots. This is a very, very tight turn in that we're doing though, so I assume I'm gonna have to take over. I'm actually gonna take over now because it's gonna get weird. If I don't, it's gonna do some stupid stuff. We got a massive crosswind. We're gonna go ahead and fly out this way. Let's go ahead and get the landing gear down. And one click of flaps, just slower speed. We are quite high up. I'm gonna kind of follow the road out here. Still a ways away from our waypoint to get turned around. But with that tight of a turnaround, it was gonna struggle. Currently at 2,500. The cross is so brutal right now. .40-knot crosswind. This could be an ugly landing. Alright, we're nearly out to our waypoint. Drop about 300 feet as we're turning around. Kind of liking this higher view to navigate right now. Alright, 2,400. I want to swing out a little bit here. We've got the red fuel warning. It's alright. We've got to where we need to go, mostly. Should have landed on the cross runway. Hopefully that wind will calm a bit. Sorry, I keep moving my seat down. We ended up going all the way out to the waypoint that... No, we went to the waypoint that I wanted to go to. All right. Lost our airport. There it is. Jesus. Really got lost there. If only I had a big-ass map on the dash to show me where to go. and a bunch of pink lines to tell me how to fly. Alright, what is our final? We got a big old headwind. Alright, we're landing in the... Man, is this wind gonna die down as we get lower, or is this just... I mean, it's not bouncing us around amazingly. We are above... this. Can't tell if that's cars parked or storage. Massive plant, whatever it is. Alright. Oh wow, that is a lot of trailers. We are coming in hot. Okay, wind died down big time there. It's gonna be a crosswind. But I think with the rudder pedals, we'll be able to work this a lot better. It's getting rougher now. We're still all white.
500.
Oh yeah, it's just going to be all crosswind for us. Big old bounce there. Finally got the red. Over the trees. Should calm down just a little bit here, and now it's just about actually getting it on the runway. Drop it down.
That was a harder landing than we like to see.
It was fine. Get a stop so that we don't have to
Dispatch. Clear the runway and
taxi so long. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to this runway. You know what? That was fine for a crosswind. How bad I've been with crosswind, I'm perfectly fine with that. Hell, right now I'm having a harder time taxiing. All right. Cut that a little short. Here's our FBOs though over here. Thought we were gonna have more hills around, but nope. I didn't actually realize we were this close to Nashville. Zoom in, not zoom out. Okay. Take this turn. Honestly, that wasn't a bad landing. I don't know what they're talking about. It was negative 164. It made a big squeak, but for what my crosswind landings are normally like, I think that was perfectly acceptable. very, very stupid taxiway here, though. Just gonna put that out there. Why would you not just have it connect directly to the ramp there? You gotta go 2 different directions. Airport rating of a 0 out of 10 due to that. That is just weird. Alright. Well, let's find a place to park. We'll just assume that this is the car for our VIPs. And we'll go park over by it. They can move us wherever they want. Not a bad flight, though. Pretty quick.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation.
So let's take a look at rental costs for that flight time was $2,200 and something or another. Our daily rental fee has it
Transporter
done
from
that?
dispatch. Disembarkation completed. Thank you and good
well,
day.
we got $65,000 for that for the mission, and then $7,000 extra dollars for the doing a VIP. Apparently, it is not calculating our days that we have had this thing rented that we didn't fly, so maybe it's not doing that. Because yeah, I thought it was supposed to be, maybe it's just the day that you fly. I don't know, but we've put 6.5 hours on it, and yeah, I think we've done pretty well. Let's take a look at our full map here. We're staying below most of the U.S. I think we're going to be heading back in this way, maybe down to Florida, and yeah, we've got quite a bit of money. We're going to be able to do whatever we want. But here we are at Smyrna. So, hope you enjoyed that flight. Thanks for watching.